Hello, and welcome to the rebroadcast of the Florida Repertory Theatre online Virtual Gala benefit that aired on March 28th. Due to the outbreak of the coronavirus, Florida Rep had to close its doors to the public before the end of our season. Unfortunately, we lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in ticket sales. We also had to cancel our major annual fundraising event at the Sanibel Harbor Marriott Resort. Well, the board of directors and executive staff got together and decided to produce this online version of the gala. We contacted many of our past and present artists and asked if they would be part of the event. They all came back with a resounding yes. Our staff and a host of volunteers went into high gear, and 8 days later, we had a show. And what a show it is. We want to thank everyone who saw the broadcast on March 28th and gave so generously. Because of you, tomorrow at Florida Rep is looking brighter. As you watch this rebroadcast, please keep in mind that the Rep is still in need of funds to support our Broadway quality productions and our wonderful educational program that reaches over 45,000 young people every year. So please, give what you can to help Florida Rep survive. No amount is too small. Phone operators will not be available during this rebroadcast, but you can text your name and the amount of your pledge to 727-314-2933. Or you can head to our website, floridarep.org. Just click on the support tab and follow the prompts. If you would rather, you can send a check to Florida Rep. Our address is P.O. Box 2483, Fort Myers, Florida 33902. We really appreciate your help, and hopefully we'll see you next season at the Rep. And now, enjoy the show.
Hello, patrons of Florida Repertory Theatre. I'm Mayor Randy Henderson, and I'm speaking to you today to offer some encouraging words about the current situation we have with COVID-19. I want you to know that I'm working with other elected officials to keep our citizens safe, and in the meantime, I want to give a word of encouragement for Florida Repertory Theatre and ask you to continue your robust support of this wonderful treasure of our city. 20 years ago, when I got into office, I worked with other elected officials to bring them to downtown Fort Myers. They have been a substantial driver of our economic activity and supporting restaurants and hotels. Thank you for your continued support of Florida Repertory Theatre, some of the best theater in the United States of America. Finally, I want you to know we're all going to be okay. We're going to get through this together.
Hey everybody, it's me, Vickie Boyle, talking to you on behalf of the Florida Repertory Theatre in beautiful St. Myers. I'm sure you remember me from last year's blockbuster production of The Fox on the Fairgrounds, in which, of course, I had to star in the titular role of the Fox, because the Fox is the smart one and the Fox is the sexy one. Directed by the ever-superfluous Christopher Cavatelli, and under the artistical directorage of the unforgettable Mr.
Greg.
Greg, right.
Greg.
Craig, that's what I said. Craig Lurgendurgenhagen-Haas. Anyway, look, these are troubled times, right? These are unprecedented times. And I'm sure that these people at the Rep, they're very smart. They're almost as smart as me. And I have an almost perfect 98.6 IQ. So, it's my wife laughing in the background. She's not well. She's so crazy. I want to have a baby. Anyway, they will do whatever is necessary, and necessity invented the mother, but they could use a little help. They could use a little monastery assistance, and the sooner the earlier, because they have stitch in time marches on for no one. So please, send your contributions to me at my company address, Dickie's Quickies, Incarcerated. Or you can send them directly to the theater. And hey, we love you, Fort Myerdale. So take care of yourselves. Remember, wash your face, don't touch your hands, and keep your distance. I have no trouble with that. People seem to stay away from me. I think it's awe, But anyway, that's all from me. Vickie Bell, hasta la keister. Okay, well, I think that I really nailed that. Okay, well, this thing is so itchy. I don't understand. I washed it last month.
Tonight, you're in for a real treat as we take you on a behind-the-scenes tour of Florida Rep. You'll meet the actors, directors, production specialists, interns, staff, and volunteers who are responsible for our major Broadway-quality Actors Equity productions every season at the Rep. And you'll share in the excitement of over 45,000 young people who benefit from the Rep's educational experience.
Good evening. My name is Mark Laviolette, and for the past 4 years, I've had the honor to be the chair of our board of directors. On behalf of our board of directors, thank you so much for tuning in tonight and watching this, our virtual gala. You know, our staff has done an incredible job in putting this together in such a short period of time. But you know, we've come to expect no less when you consider the amazing and world-class performances that we have all experienced on our stages these past 20 plus years. Now, if we want to continue for another 20 plus years, we need your help. Shutting down the theater has had a huge impact on the Florida Rep, and anything you can provide, large or small, will most certainly help. We all enjoy, and I can say we need, live professional theater in our lives. I hope that you will be able to help Florida Rep continue to service our community. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and stay well.
During this online gala extravaganza, we'll feature many memorable excerpts from the Florida Rep spectacular productions. There'll be appearances by our resident ensemble of artists. You'll also be entertained by many special guest stars, singing some favorites of the legendary Patsy Cline, Bethany Gwen Perkins, from the Rep's box office record breaker $1 Million Quartet, Brady Weiss, and from Tenderly, Michael Murata and Susan Hafner, and a host of others.
Hello, I am your Executive Director, John Martin. We need every one of you to pledge and support us tonight and ensure that our Fort Myers institution will again open its doors. We have a tremendous season 23 planned. With your commitment this evening, that will be a certainty. We can't thank you enough for joining us, and now enjoy the show.
And now, from the historic Arcade Theater, welcome Florida Rep's Artistic Director and your host of tonight's gala, Greg Longenhagen.
Hello, and welcome to our online gala, a new experience for Florida Rep and for me. Normally, hundreds of our loyal supporters would have assembled tonight at the Sanibel Harbor Marriott Resort for our annual gala fundraiser. Every year, this one event creates major financial support for another season of Broadway-quality Actors Equity productions on our 2 stages at the historic arcade in downtown Fort Myers. The gala also supports our many important educational programs, which reach over 45,000 young people every year. Unfortunately, the gala, like thousands of other events, had to be canceled because of the coronavirus epidemic. This unfortunate event has affected our lifestyle, finances, education, along with the arts, just to name a few. Not unlike so many others, our future went from hope to dismay. Well, after many agonizing hours pondering directions of our existence, the management staff and board of directors decided to take a page out of the theater survival manual. The show must go on, and with your help, we strongly believe it can and will. So tonight, through the miracle of technology, we invite you to join us for our online version of Florida Rep's annual gala benefit show. You will meet many of our staff, interns, ensemble, and guest artists who will make this a memorable event. We have assembled a spectacular selection of songs and laughter. Many of our stars will be sharing some of the great moments from past and upcoming shows. We hope you enjoy the evening and that you'll support us with your generous donations to enable Florida Rep to continue into season 22, 23, and beyond. We are so thrilled that a very special donor has offered to match your contributions up to $200,000. That means every dollar that you give, we receive $2. That is amazing. Now, there are 3 ways you can donate to support the future of the Rep. The best way is to text to 727-314-2933 with your name and the amount of your donation. We will contact you later with the details. Secondly, you can call the box office at 239-332-4488. Our loyal team of members and box office personnel are manning those phones right now. And by the way, if you can't get through, keep trying. And lastly, you can go to our website, floridarep.org, select the support tab at the top of the page, and follow the prompt. We will keep showing all this information right there at the bottom of the screen throughout the program. And now, it's curtain time. One of our most exciting shows this season on our intimate art stage. It was a tribute to the great country and western singer Patsy Cline. Everyone was in a real Texas mood, even me. Vickie Boyle played the role of Patsy's closest friend. Patsy was played by Bethany Gwen Perkins. I've got to tell you, she nailed it with every song, every movement on that stage. Bethany has generously offered to appear at our gala tonight and sing some of the memorable songs from the life of Patsy Cline.
Hi guys, I'm so happy to be here, even though I'm 1,000 miles away and on a screen with my plants. I'm really happy to be here. Florida Rep has been a safe, inspiring, and transformative space for countless artists such as myself. This company is not just a theater, but it is a home and a haven for those on stage, off stage, in the audience, in the educational department. So your continuous support means the world to us, and we need it now more than ever. So thank you. We are so grateful to you. And now for the fun part. Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
I know you want to hear more from Bethany, and guess what? She will be back later. We're also going to hear from performers that were in $1 Million Quartet, Tenderly, and many others. Musicals are so special on the Rep's art stage. It's such a thrill being so close to the actors. Lots of people have told us, they've said, you know, it's almost like being in the show. Well, our hope is that we can continue to bring this type of theater experience to Southwest Florida. Shortly after the coronavirus epidemic was detected, federal, state, and local governments imposed strict but needed regulations, limiting the number of people who could congregate in one place. Restaurants, businesses, parks, beaches, sporting events, live performance, and even movie theaters turned off their lights, waiting for a cure and any sign of a return to normalcy. You know, many do not know that only a little over half of our operating expenses are derived from ticket sales. Those abruptly ended with the onslaught of the virus. The rest of our annual theater and educational expenses come through sponsorships and donations from our loyal supporters. The decision to cancel the remainder of the season cost us hundreds of thousands in ticket revenue alone. In order to make it through the spring and summer, Florida Rep had to cut its operation to a bare minimum. Well, the only way to offset our losses is to ask you for help. Funds from our annual gala usually provide a cushion for our operation. This year, they will be aimed directly toward survival. And I want you to remember, your pledge will be matched dollar for dollar by an anonymous angel donor. The best way to give is to text us. And don't forget, leave your name and the amount of your pledge and we'll call you back. Or you can call us. To make sure that you get through, our team members will be manning the phones until 8:30 p.m. this evening. Another way to go is through our website. Just go to our webpage and click on the support tab and follow the prompts. All the information is right here on the bottom of your screen, and we'll keep it up during the program. In order to bring you the kind of theater you want and deserve, the Rep needs your help now more than ever. Please show your generous support.
So here's the thing, right? We're sitting home, we're comfortable watching this show. Nice. But is it really what we want to do? Don't we really want to go to the Rep, to the actual theater, to be there with each other and enjoy all of this together? To hear the crowd respond to what's happening on the stage? To see the crew scuttling backstage? To get something nice at the refreshment stand? To wait in line for the restroom? Don't we all want that? In that beautiful theater that's a century old, where Thomas Edison used to watch his own movies. We could lose that. We could lose all of those moments. We could lose that sense of community. Let's not do that. Please, please call. Please give.
As you know, our gala extravaganza was originally to be held at the Sanibel Harbor Marriott Resort. When we had to cancel the live event, almost everyone who paid for tickets donated them to the Rep. We thank you so very much for your kindness. One of the reasons why Florida Rep has been acclaimed among the top regional theaters in the country is because of our amazing ensemble of actors, directors, technicians, designers, and stage managers. I'm proud to say I've been a member of that exclusive group since the beginning of the Rep in 1998. Assistant Artistic Director Jason Parish has been part of our ensemble family since 2004 as both an actor and a director.
Good evening. I'm here tonight to introduce and celebrate Florida Rep's ensemble of artists, the core group of actors, directors, designers, and stage managers whose work has been the backbone of this company for its 22-year history. You'll recognize a lot of these faces as the people you see on stage, but some will be new to you because they are the people behind the scenes whose work you've come to enjoy, but whose faces you may not know.
Hi, I'm Pete Thomason, also known as Ebenezer Scrooge, here with Tiny Tim, saying please don't be a humbug, support Florida Rep any way you can.
I've been very lucky as a freelance designer to have found my artistic home at Florida Rep with this community of artists. I'm so fortunate to be a part of this amazing ensemble of creative people, and we couldn't do what we do without the generous support of people like you. And now, while the world is facing an unprecedented crisis, the arts are as important as ever. Your continued support through this difficult time will ensure that the future of Florida Repertory Theatre remains as bright as the Sunshine State itself.
We're here basically to appeal to you to give a whole lot of money to one of our favorite organizations, Florida Rep, which has been very, very good to us and an artistic home for us.
Absolutely. And I think maybe most importantly, is that we don't know where the world is going now. We don't know what it's going to be when all of this mishegas clears up, whenever it does. But I do know that we're going to need the arts more than ever.
You know, working at Florida Rep with all these talented, intelligent, wonderful people, it's like being part of a family. And every production is more than just a well-conceived professional product. It's a labor of love. You're part of that family too, very important part. And I want to thank you for all the love that you've shown the theater over the years. So let's try to keep this family together. And please, please take care of yourselves, because we love you too.
I'm especially excited for you to hear from the ensemble members in the cast of A Doll's House Part 2, which we almost got to open for you earlier this month. Rachel Bertram and Brendan Powers were to have starred alongside Vickie Boyle, directed by Chris Clavelli.
Hi everybody, good evening, and welcome to our virtual gala experience from all of our houses to your house tonight.
We hope you're having a great time. Thank you so much for the support you give to Florida Rep. You have helped us become a national theater of distinction right here in Fort Myers. And we're thankful for the part that you have played, the huge part that you played in our success now and going forward. We look forward to seeing you in many more Florida Rep productions in the future, and we appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Vickie Boyle, and I'm a proud Florida Rep ensemble member. I'm here in A Doll's House Part 2, which sadly but responsibly had to close. My home is New York City, 3 blocks from Times Square, in a building with over 800 apartments and over 1,500 residents. And I have word that presently only 3 elevators are working, and they're only allowing 4 passengers on at a time. So basically, I'm just here waiting for an elevator.
I'm so glad that I had the honor of seeing Every Brilliant Thing several times before we were forced to close it. And it was magical, unlike anything I've ever seen in a theater. Michael Satow brought such heart to the material, and audiences were transfixed by it. And if you're anything like me, you've been looking forward to seeing A Doll's House Part 2 on our stage with our ensemble members since it took Broadway by storm in 2017. Just before we were told to close down for the safety of our community, we were able to record a high-def video archive of both productions. And after the gala, look for an announcement about how you, as a ticket buyer, can get private access to stream one or both right into the privacy of your own living room. It's not like the same as seeing it live, but these are 2 plays that you don't want to miss.
Oh, Nora!
Hello, Anne-Marie.
Nora! I can't believe it's you!
It's good to see you.
It's really you! Nora, Nora, Nora.
Here's what it is. When I left you 15 years ago, you remember that night. I told you you were free. You have no obligation to me. I gave you my ring, you gave me yours. We agreed. We made an agreement that the marriage was done, and you would file the divorce, and that would be that.
Did I want you to leave?
No.
I didn't want to divorce you. You wanted that.
It's my job, Nora! And if I didn't do what I did, 3 very young children were going to be left alone.
They had Torvald.
A father, but no mother.
Oh, is that not enough? Men leave their families. Happens all the time. A mother, but no father. But if a woman does it, oh, she's a monster, and her children are ruined.
What do you think his interests?
Honestly, isn't it apparent? I think he doesn't want to let me go. I think there's a part of him that's hoping maybe I'll come back to him, that there'll be a reconciliation.
Did he propose a reconciliation? No. See, I think you're very wrong, and that you've made a lot of assumptions and that you don't know what you're doing.
Somehow managed to check in with that voice to hear what he thought. Even though I knew that person wasn't a person, but my thinking of that person. And so for as long as that continued, I decided that I'd live in silence.
What?
The divorce. I don't need this, but I really appreciate
So I can't win with you! I can't win with you!
The list began after her first attempt. A list of everything brilliant about the world, everything worth living for. One.
Ice cream.
2.
Water fights.
Water fights. 3.
Staying up past your bedtime and being allowed to watch TV.
I don't want to make it sound like my mom was a monster or that my childhood was miserable, because it wasn't. We had a piano in the kitchen. 4.
The color yellow.
5.
Things with stripes.
6.
Roller coasters.
Out my room, packing up the things I wanted to keep and throwing away the things I did. I started shaking. Have you ever had that where you notice that your hands are shaking and your breathing is deeper and you're surrounded by trash bags full of your things and you realize, I'm really upset. I must be really upset. And then, inside a box, under my bed, under some sticker books, seashells, and action figures, I found the list. I sat on the floor and I read it through. 1.
Ice cream.
Why? Because I don't know everything. Why? Because that's impossible. Why? Because there's only so much anyone can know. Why? Because if we were able to know everything, then life would be unlivable. Why? Because then there'd be no curiosity, no mystery, no discovery, no conversation, no creativity. Nothing would be new, and we'd have no need to use our imaginations. And our imaginations are what make life bearable.
Several years ago, with the generosity of our board member, Art Zupko, the Rep was able to create an intimate second stage. Since then, the Art Stage has featured many dramatic productions and delightful musicals. One such show was Tenderly, the story of singer Rosemary Clooney. Susan Hafner and Michael Murata starred in the show. For every performance, Susan invited Rep patrons to Kimona My House.
A girl went back to Napoli because she missed the scenery, the native dances and the charming songs. But wait a minute, something's wrong. Mambo, mambo Italiano, mambo Italiano, go, go, go. You mixed up Siciliano, oh, you Calabrese, do the mambo like a crazy with the mambo. Don't want a tarantella, mambo. No more mozzarella, mambo. Mambo Italiano, try an enchilada with a fish, a bacala, and a hey, goomba. I love how you dance the rumba, but take some advice, paisano, learn how to mambo. If you're gonna be a square, you ain't gonna go nowhere. Mambo, mambo Italiano, mambo, mambo Italiano, ho, ho, ho. You mixed up Siciliano, it's so delicious. Everybody come capisce how to mambo Italiano. That's a nice.
Many roles as Rosemary Clooney's friends, advisors, lovers, and husbands were played by the very talented, longtime friend of the Rep, Michael Murata.
I've been very lucky to call Florida Rep a home away from home for over 20 years, since its inception. And I would be very sad to see that go away. You may remember me from Cabaret on the main stage where I played Herr Schultz 2 seasons ago. I played all the men in Tenderly the Rosemary Clooney musical just last season. And this season I was lucky enough to direct a beautiful production of An Inspector Calls with an extraordinary talented cast and a gorgeous set and a very important message, one that I'm sharing with you tonight. This is an old song written in the Depression, and we're all asking for a handout. Donate if you can. Once I built a railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once I built a tower to the sun, brick and rivet and lime. Once I built a tower, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suit, gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee doodly-dum. 500,000 boots went slogging through hell. I was the kid with the drum. Say, don't you remember they called me Al? It was all the time. Say, don't you remember? I'm your pal. Brother, can you spare a dime?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being with us tonight. I've been coming down to Florida Repertory Theatre since 2002, and about 2.5, 3 years ago, Brendan Powers and I bought a home here in Southwest Florida and officially made Fort Myers our home. We're so blessed to have Florida Repertory Theatre as our artistic home. And I think now more than ever, we're finding how important the arts are to our quality of life. As we're all stuck at home for this isolation period because of the virus, we're turning to books, we're turning to Netflix, we're turning to movies, we're turning to music. So when we're able to open the doors and all get back together, I hope that we remember how important the arts are to our quality of life. And Florida Repertory Theatre, I know, plays a huge part in my life as an artistic home, and I know you feel the same. So reach deep and help us in whatever way you can, so on the other side of this thing we can keep producing beautiful work together. Thank you so much.
The people at Florida Rep have become a part of our life. They are friends that we look forward to seeing on the stage, in the lobby, and in the hallways on opening nights. They are friends we are proud to know, and in many cases, brag about knowing. Tonight they have gone above and beyond to lift our spirits and to remind us all of the impact donor contributions have made and will continue to make once life returns to normal. I applaud our friends at Florida Rep, and I applaud all of you, your patrons and donors. Thank you for your support tonight and for your support in the future. Take care.
Florida Rep is best known for bringing Broadway quality Actors Equity productions to Southwest Florida. But the Rep is more, much more. We take great pride in an educational program second to none. Through countless programs and camps funded almost entirely by your generosity, your amazing education director, our amazing education director, Cody Jones, and his staff reach out to more than 45,000 young people each year. introducing the performing arts to many who have never witnessed a live stage performance.
Hello, my name is Cody C. Jones, and I'm the Education Director here at Florida Repertory Theatre. I'm here to talk to you today about TYA, or our Theatre for Young Audience series. TYA is a very special event. It's a very special program near and dear to our hearts here at Florida Rep, something we've been doing for a long time. TYA starts off around February, where I get to go to some colleges in Florida and some other auditions all over the country and find 6 lucky acting interns. These are interns who just graduated from a college theater program and are ready to take on the professional world. I take these 6 interns, they come back here in the start of around August, and we start rehearsing each of our TYA shows. We have 1 TYA show for elementary schools, 1 for middle schools, and 1 for high school. We take each show and we do it for about 2 weeks of rehearsal each, and then we put it on the road. And that show will go on the road all over Southwest Florida and beyond for about 8 to 9 months.
Top secret personal beeswax. In your neck, I'll let you see. She's gonna let you tell it. Top secret personal beeswax. The life and times that you need be. Top secret personal. Top secret personal. Top secret personal. Top secret personal. Top secret personal beeswax. Reaching by top secret personal beeswax.
As you saw from some of the footage on our video today, Junie B. Jones, which is our elementary school musical. This season we've also did Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and for high schoolers we did The Twelfth Night. Last year we did Romeo and Juliet, Curious George, Cat in the Hat. We're always looking to pick great material that we know is something that teachers can also utilize as a part of their curriculum. Next season we're doing The Mockingbird, which is a play that follows an 11-year-old autistic girl from day-to-day life and what her challenges and obstacles are. We're also going to be doing a musical called Ella Enchanted. And our high school show is going to be a Greek adaptation of Eurydice. So we're always looking for amazing titles that not only challenge our students, but something you teachers and administrators can work with as a part of your lesson planning and curriculum. We connect everything to the Florida Sunshine Standards, and we actually give every teacher or an administrator that books a study guide that is a companion piece to each production. In order to book a tour, it's easy, and there's multiple ways you can do it. One of the ways is you can call us here at Florida Repertory Theatre. The number is 239-332-4665. That extension is 1551, and you can go through our education department and we'll book a tour with you as soon as possible. We just require a very small deposit, and then you can pay the rest upon completion of the production. You can also check us out on our website, floridarepeducation.org.
Hello, my name is Danica Murray, and I've been with the Florida Repertory Theatre for quite a long time. I've done everything from the summer camps to conservatory to even the internship this year. And I can definitely say that the Rep has provided me with invaluable skills, not only as a theater artist, but as a young professional as well.
Florida Rep Education helps us grow so much. They give us the professional experience to the fullest. We are truly lucky for the opportunities we get. Without Florida Rep, kids like us wouldn't get these incredible chances at the theater. The sources we get, like the Junior Theater Festival, summer camps, and conservatories, give us many different learning levels. We genuinely appreciate the Florida Rep and all they do to make sure young actors like us can continue their path of learning. Please donate. We need Florida Rep.
In the Florida Rep Education Department, through their summer and spring classes, I get to experience what it's like to be a professional actress, and they have helped me build my confidence, and I feel like I am a part of the Florida Rep family.
The Florida Rep has taught us how to sing, dance, and act.
The Florida Rep has also given us an opportunity to express our talents through a safe, professional theater environment.
We love the Florida Rep!
We can literally see our kids blossoming on stage while gaining self-confidence and coming together as a team. We can't say enough about this wonderful group and hope that you will consider making a donation and supporting the arts here in Southwest Florida for many years to come. Thank you.
Our educational program is open to all ages. Many who are involved in our younger groups, well, they have the desire to move on, to sample, and maybe even pursue a life in the theatrical arts.
Hello everyone, my name is Cody C. Jones, and I am the Education Director here at Florida Rep.
And I'm Christina DiCarlo, the Assistant Education Director.
Florida Rep Education's amazing conservatory program is designed to make professional designers, directors, choreographers, music directors accessible to our kids here in Southwest Florida. Now, this is particularly of interest for kids who are advanced or want to pursue a career in the arts. We call conservatory the professional experience, and that's because that's exactly what it is. We are able to submerge our students and raise bar advanced technique rehearsals that show them how professionals do it here on the main stage.
The latest conservatory shows have offered students an opportunity to aspire to their artistic dreams and goals and think, wow, I can't wait to perform on the stage as an adult.
Shine, 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 and your scars and your flaws will look lovely because you shine.
Not only has Conservatory been a top-notch training ground for the talented students of Southwest Florida, but it's also proven to grow into a mainstream performance option for our local patrons and families here in our community.
Newsies alone saw 5,000 patrons and had a sold-out run. More times than I can count, patrons have left a conservatory show saying, wow, that was so amazing, I can't believe they were kids, it was just like a professional production.
It's comments like this that are making us continue to challenge our students each and every day, with shows like our upcoming world premiere of Bulletproof Backpack, and our musical Bat Boy, which sadly had to end rehearsals early because of the shutdown. But we will be bringing Bat Boy back this August, and it will run in rep with Bulletproof Backpack. So for next year's conservatory season, we are excited to announce an amazing new lineup, including next year's spring musical, 2021, You're in Town, the musical. Yes, I said that right.
And in summer 2021, we will be producing Once on This Island. It's a coming-of-age story about a young girl growing up on a Caribbean island. This will take place in the ArtStage Studio Theater.
Also, we will be presenting the much-anticipated production of Lord of the Flies, The Experience. And now for the giant news. This summer, in July, we will be holding auditions for conservatory students to be joining our main stage production of West Side Story, where they'll be able to work alongside ensemble members and other professional equity actors.
Our ever-growing education programs like conservatory, teen master classes, winter and spring camp, classes, our annual Always Sold Out Summer Intensives and Camp Mini Stars, the Junior Theater Festival, and our self-governing student group represents are just a cross-section of the programming that we offer to Southwest Florida students.
It's truly folks like you that make all of this possible. And in a time like this, we are concerned about the future of the Rep, and especially about all these wonderful education programs that you just heard about, and if we'll be able to continue them in the future.
These truly amazing students of all ages have a passion for what we teach. That is why your donation is so important. We cannot thank you enough for your generosity and support.
But we do have hope for the future, and we truly believe that the sun will come out tomorrow.
A day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya, tomorrow. You're always a day away. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day
One of the most recognizable and beloved Broadway songs, sung by an innocent child, has now become a global anthem of hope. We need your help now more than ever at the Florida Rep. We need you to help us make sure that we are able to continue to provide the kind of programming that you are accustomed to getting. With your help, tomorrow, it is just a day away.
These are two of the 40,000 students that Florida Rep Education reaches every year. We need to ensure that each of the 40,000 continue to have access and exposure to live theater. Anything you can donate is greatly appreciated.
I value every hour, minute, and second spent with this education program, and I am really grateful for all the experience I've had and the people I've met.
One of the most extraordinary things about the Florida Rep has been its continued outreach to our schools and to its education program. There are children who live just within a mile or two of that beautiful theater who would otherwise never have seen the inside of it or seen a live performance of any kind were it not for the Rep's education program. That's a very special thing, and as an educator, it's very special to my heart. Let's not lose that. Let's keep it alive. Please give.
Many of you probably wanted to dance in the aisles during the box office record-setting performance of $1 Million Quartet. You know, in reality, the cost of presenting a show of this nature is really no different than if we were to stage it for Broadway. Ticket sales only provide about half of our costs for talent, set, sound, lighting, marketing, and administration. Obviously, we want to continue to provide first-class productions for our Southwest Florida first-class audience. And that is why we need your financial support now more than ever. $1 Million Quartet was the story about Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, Elvis Presley, and Jerry Lee Lewis, all showing up at Sam Phillips' Sun Records on the same night for an unbelievable session, overflowing with jam. Everyone in the cast excelled. Former Florida Rep intern Brady Weiss, blonde hair and all, was sensational as Jerry Lee Lewis.
Hello, Florida Repertory Theatre. My name is Brady Weiss. I was down at the Rep last year when I played Jerry Lee Lewis in $1 Million Quartet. So this has been a crazy time in our country these past few weeks. And as Florida Rep, and as many other theaters know, the entertainment industry has been hit hard. So I was very excited when they reached out and asked me to be a part of this virtual gala, because I think me and the cast had a little too much fun at our gala last year. Usually I live in New York City, but because of all the craziness in the world, I am currently in my hometown of Shelby, North Carolina. And luckily, my best friend is the theater teacher at my old high school, so I am currently on my old high school stage on their set of Little Shop of Horrors, because I thought, what better place to record this than in the place where I fell in love with theater first. So I'm going to play Wild One by Jerry Lee Lewis, and I really hope you enjoy it.
I'm just out of school and I'm a real cool. I got a job, I got a job, got the message, I'm alive, I'm a wild one. Say I'm a wild one. I'm gonna keep it shaking, gonna keep it moving, baby. Don't grab my stock, cause I'm a real wild child. Come on, baby, baby, shake it all night long. Shake it till the meat falls off of the bone. I'm a wild one. I'm a wild one. I'm gonna keep it shaking, gonna keep it moving, baby. Don't grab my stock, cause I'm a real wild child. In my 88, get ready, sugar, and don't be late. Well, gonna move it all night long till a whole lot of shaking going on. Cause I'm a wild one. I'm a wild one. I'm gonna keep it shaking, gonna keep it moving, baby. Don't you break my stock, cause I'm a real wild. Well, I'm gonna keep it moving till the sun goes down. After dark, old Jerry Lee, get around. Gonna move, gonna make every hop. But once you get to bopping, no, you sure can't stop. I'm a wild one. Shaking, gonna keep it moving, baby. Don't you break my stock, cause I'm a real wild child. I'm a real wild child, and I'm a real wild child. I'm a real wild child, and I'm a real wild child. See, I'm a wild one, baby.
Julie Kavanaugh's role in $1 Million Quartet as Elvis Presley's companion was unforgettable.
I would much rather be at Florida Rep jamming out with the boys of Sun Records than holed up in my New York City apartment. But I'm here to give you a little bit of, in my quarantine chic, where these are my shoes! My MDQ shoes. So I thought I had to sport them. But, you know, to give you a little fever.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, fever. In the morning, fever all through the night. Now you've listened to my story. The point that I have made. COVID can give you fever, be it Fahrenheit or centigrade, it gives you fever. When you're kissing, fever. If you live, you learn. Fever till you sizzle. Stay at home and don't get burned.
One of the upsides of broadcasting this gala, well, aside from having to get dressed up, is that we are able to take you behind the scenes and show you how we make all this magic happen. The work you see on our stage is just the tip of the iceberg. And what may not be immediately clear is that there are so many people that have a hand in bringing the final product to the stage.
Hi, I'm Michael Satow. I am currently sitting on what was once and still is the set for Every Brilliant Thing, which unfortunately got cut short due to the events that are happening right now. Over the last few days, this song came to mind, and I think it's appropriate, and I'd like to sing it for you. Florida Rep has kept me and my family safe by keeping us here, even while the play does not go on anymore. But we will go on. And here's a little song.
Seeing the lights go out on Broadway, saw the Empire State lay low. Lights went on beyond the Palisades. They all bought Cadillacs and left there long ago. They held a concert out in Brooklyn to watch the island bridges blow. They turned our power down and drove us underground, and we went right on with the show. Seen those lights go out on Broadway, saw the ruins at my feet. You know we almost didn't notice it, seen it all the time on 42nd Street. Burn the churches up in Harlem, like in that Spanish Civil War. The flames were everywhere, but no one really cared. It always burned up there before. Seen those lights go out on Broadway. Oh, saw the mighty skyline fall. The boats were waiting at the Battery. The Union went on strike. They never sailed at all. Sent a carrier out from Norfolk and picked the Yankees up for free. They said the Queens could stay. They blew the Bronx away and sank Manhattan out at sea. Oh. Say those lights were bright on Broadway, but that was so many years ago, before we all lived here in Florida, before the mafia took over Mexico. There are not many who remember. They say a handful still survive to tell the world about the day the lights went out and keep the memory alive.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's Virtual Gala. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Thank you so much for your support of Florida Rep, which is more important than ever. Rachel Bertram and I, we've been here for 13 years together. We've enjoyed Florida Rep as our artistic home, and this is a critical time. Florida Rep reaches almost 100,000 people every season, bringing those people downtown. Those people then go to shops, to restaurants, to bars, to galleries. That kind of interaction, that's the vibrancy that we see coming back when times get better. And with your support, especially tonight, given the fabulous match that's here, every dollar matched up to $200,000, we could really make this happen, so thank you. There's 3 ways you can do it. You can donate either by calling at the phone number below, you can text at the phone number below, or you can also visit us online, floridarep.org. Thanks again. Enjoy the rest of the evening. We appreciate you.
Hi everybody. Oh, how I wish I was at a fancy fundraiser with you right now enjoying a delicious Cosmopolitan. However, here we are, and Florida Rep has been here for so long, 22 years. We've had 9/11, recessions, hurricanes, and with supporters like you, we've managed to stay afloat. So please call the number at the bottom of your screen and donate now. Thank you so much.
Now, every year, we try to bring at least one major musical to the main stage at the Rep. This year, it was the very funny, very musical murder mystery, A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. The show was not intended to be our last of the season on the main stage, but as fate would have it, it was. As fast as it came, it went. Believe me, it takes a lot longer to build one of those sets than to strike one. Now, in A Gentleman's Guide, David Darrow played the gentleman who bumped off 8 relatives to reach the top of the family tree. Others in the cast were Alexandra May, Gail Bennett, and Jan Newberger.
I am sitting here, I'm stuck in my apartment. Quarantined, it might go on for months. It seems that this is where I'm bound to watch the hours tick away. We actors do not like coronavirus. No one's working now and no one wants to hire us. Well, that's mostly how it is to be an actor every day. But no, now in fact I'm trapped. I'm stuck in my apartment, hoping I can someday soon depart. I think that now I maybe know just how it feels to be a pet. Looking out the window, feeling rather lonely, wandering room to room and wondering if it's only me, or is this as exciting as my day will get? Then again, it could be worse. I could be stuck outside of my apartment. Coffee shops are closed and no one's at the park. The world is rather germy, I'd be scared of every sneeze. I rather like my warm and cozy room. It's where I Netflix with my wife to beat the gloom, and where if I would rather not wear pants, I do just as I please. Yes, I suppose I could be stuck outside of my apartment, where instead of getting sick, I'm in here making art. I'm grateful for my bed and grateful for my little spot. I suggest while we're all stuck in our apartments, we invest in making sure when life restarts, the theater will be there waiting. When folks again are congregating, watching stories all together, knowing that the time we've got is fleeting and even lovelier than we had thought.
Doing Gentleman's Guide was a dream. I also ended up playing Mary Poppins across the nation many, many times, so I have chosen to sing Feed the Birds for you.
Oh, her words are simple and few. Listen, listen, she's calling to you. Feed the birds, twopence a bag, twopence, twopence, twopence a bag. Twopence, twopence, twopence a bag. Look, look, look to the rainbow. Follow it over the hill and stream. Look, look, look to the rainbow. Follow the fellow who follows a dream. Follow the fellow, follow the fellow, follow the fellow who follows a dream.
You know, next year Florida Rep is going to produce I Love a Piano, a wonderful review of the music of Irving Berlin, and that's what we need. We need some Irving Berlin uplift. We need some Irving Berlin inspiration. We need Irving Berlin. That led me to wonder, if he were alive today, what might Irving write? If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where bubbles spritz? Soaping up your mitts. That's where each and every Lulu Belle goes. Keeping social distance from her swell bows, bumping elbows. Okay, so Irving is turning over in his grave. Better to stick with the real thing. I wish you health, well-being, safety, and an Irving Berlin tune to sing while you wash your hands.
And so if you have the means, I encourage you to give and give generously so that on the other side of this, Florida Rep is not only still there, but still thriving.
A lot of people don't realize that in addition to the excellent educational programs offered through the youth in our community, the professional side of the Rep extends an educational program to 23 interns from all over the country each year. Landing a position as an intern at the Rep is desired by many aspiring actors, directors, and those interested in every aspect of production and theater management.
Hi, it's Chris Clavelli, resident director here at the Rep, and I want to talk to you today about some amazing young people. They're our interns. They're young people fresh out of college and universities all around the country, and they're coming to Florida Rep to hone their craft with the very best designers and directors in America. And they're an incredible group of kids, and they work in all kinds of departments here in the administrative wing, in production. They build the sets, they help out all over the place. And what's really cool is that the acting interns every year do a children's theater tour that impacts thousands of kids' lives here in Lee County. They're extraordinary young people, and we're so thrilled at Florida Rep to have them as part of our company. In fact, what's a crazy story is that every year, one or two of them becomes part of the permanent staff here at the Rep, and we're happy to have them. They're going to change the face of the American theater, and we are proud as punch at Florida Rep to have had a small part in their process.
We offer housing and stipends to our interns who are here. They are funded entirely through donations. It's no secret in the industry that an internship at the Rep is a memorable experience. The list of our past interns reads like a who's who in theater.
As an intern, I got to be in a play called Tribes by Nina Rain. It was a production directed by Chris Clavelli. It was a life-changing experience in that it was my first show at an equity theater.
I heard about Florida Rep's internship program through word of mouth. I
was interning one summer at the Berkshire Theatre Festival as a company management intern, and one of my other fellow interns had accepted the position the next coming season here at Florida Rep, and he had mentioned to me that there was a business intern position opened, and I jumped at it.
I think that my favorite experience that I had during my time as an intern at Florida Rep was being able to participate in the main stage production of Cabaret. It was such an honor.
One of my main reasons of wanting to go straight into an internship or into a theater program outside of the academic setting was I wanted the real world experience. So that right there already, saying that I was going to be working with a professional theater that was consistently doing at least 8 to 9 productions a year, really drove me to this theater.
The biggest thing that I learned about during my internship here at Florida Repertory Theatre was the need of the backstage crew and how necessary they are. The show can't go on without someone running the lights. The show can't go without the ASM setting the props and making sure everything's working properly. The backstage crew is really the people behind the scenes making it run flawlessly.
My favorite experience at Florida Rep, I would have to say being a part of the intern show, which was Title of Show, the musical, directed by Jason, and the 4 of us fit really perfectly into the parts, and to this day, I don't think I've laughed as hard as we laughed during that rehearsal process, and it really boosted my confidence in who I am as an actor and what, you know, my strengths are, and Title of Show was just a blast.
So all in all, I'd say the whole experience at Florida Rep as an acting intern shaped me into the performer and into the actor that I am today and into the person that I am today.
I'd say that my proudest professional achievement since leaving Florida Rep has probably been having the opportunity to join the team for a Broadway production company. I've been with them for about 1.5 years now, and just last June we won the Tony for the Best Musical Revival for Once on This Island.
My name is Julieta Figueroa, and I was a Florida Rep intern.
And I was a Florida Rep intern.
I was a Florida Rep intern.
And I was a Florida Rep intern.
I was a Florida Rep intern.
And I was a Florida Rep intern.
And I was a Florida Rep intern.
I was a Florida Rep intern.
And I was a Florida Rep intern.
I was a Florida Rep intern.
Molly Coyne and Brian Hatch are prime examples of those who took their Florida Rep experience and applied it to a future in the theater.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Brian Hatch.
And I'm Molly Coyne.
And you might remember me from Florida Rep's most recent production of Barefoot in the Park this past winter.
You saw both of us in 2016's The Mousetrap.
And if you've been with Florida Rep for a little while now, you might remember us as acting interns class of 2012-2013.
We performed over 100 school tours of Schoolhouse Rock Live, The Odyssey Experience, and I Never Saw Another Butterfly to local Fort Myers schools.
We were also lucky enough to be in Florida Rep main stage shows, including Camping with Henry and Tom, The Little Foxes, and The Fantastics.
We learned a ton, became great friends, and eventually fell in love and got married.
I have one too.
We currently live in New York City and are pursuing careers in theater, film, television, commercial, and voiceover work.
Clearly, Florida Rep is super important to the both of us and is really near and dear to our hearts. And one of the biggest impacts it had on our lives, aside from bringing us together, is it was the start of our professional careers.
Theaters like Florida Rep are in uncharted territory right now with the state of the world as we know it, but your donation today can help keep amazing Broadway caliber regional theater afloat.
As New York actors, like most New York actors, regional theater is really important and is a really big chunk of our yearly work as actors. So once we've all weathered this storm, it would be really great to have theaters to return to and to have Florida Rep specifically to return to once all this is done.
We learn lessons of strength, empathy, compassion, and love when we visit the theater.
Theater really is one of the last handmade art forms.
So from all of us theater artists, educators, technicians, carpenters, costumers, lighting designers, stage managers, directors, producers, and actors, we thank you for your donation to Florida Rep.
And for keeping the arts alive. See ya.
I've been involved with Florida Rep since I was but a wee acting intern in 2009-2010. My heart goes out to everybody at Florida Rep right now and everybody watching. These are very trying times. And I hope that you have also dressed up for a gala at your home. And if you are able to give, please do. I know that this theater means a lot to a lot of people. It certainly does to me.
Greg and I have been so honored to be part of the Florida Repertory Theatre family for over 22 years since its doors opened. And now those doors are closed due to the coronavirus, which has caused us to cancel the remainder of the season, a loss in revenue and ticket sales, hundreds of thousands of dollars lost, and our annual gala also canceled. So now we're really looking to you to help us support Florida Repertory Theatre, bringing exceptional performing arts to Southwest Florida with an education department that would see over 45,000 students a year. There are 3 easy ways to donate. Number 1, text us. It's the simplest way to do it. Send us your name, how much you want to give, and we'll get back to you shortly. Number 2, floridarep.org. Click the support button and follow the prompts. And number 3, call us at the number below and somebody will pick up the phone and say thank you. Thank you so much for helping us keep Florida Repertory Theatre alive and bring you the exceptional 2021 season that's in store for you.
Earlier, the very talented Bethany Gwen Perkins entertained us. I know you remember that I promised we would hear from her again. Well, a promise is a promise. Here again from our art stage production, Remembering the Life of Patsy Cline, is Bethany Gwen Perkins.
Well, won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I cried the whole night long. I'll do the cooking, honey, I'll pay the rent. I know that I've done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I threw you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb. But I know that I'm to blame, and ain't that a shame? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? A huge thanks to Alex Shields on the keys, Roger Reddick on the pedal steel, and Dave Sonnenborn on the bass. Well, won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Won't you come home? I cried the whole night long. I'm gonna do the cooking, honey, I'm gonna pay the rent. I know that I've done you wrong. Remember that rainy eve when I threw you out with nothing but a fine-tooth comb. But I know that I'm to blame, and I ain't got a dirty load and shame. Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Bill Bailey, won't you please come home? Bill Bailey, won't you please come on home? Come on home, boys. You're cheating hard.
And you thought that was it. Well, if everyone would stand up and give Bethany a round of applause, I'll bet you that she'll do an encore.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, your donations and your support are what make things like this possible. So thank you. We are so appreciative and grateful for you and your support. Here's one more. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway, well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the sky turns gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for me. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the sky turns gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for me.
There is so much that goes into finishing just on time, every time, for an opening night or an educational event, our gala, many of our outreach programs, or any of our sponsored events, really. Florida Rep staff includes 38 full-time employees. During our season, with interns and artists on board, that number grows to over 60. Believe me, there is no overstaffing here. Many of our staff members wear 2 or even 3 hats. A lot of them have taken the hour hand off the clock. Our huge family of volunteers work as if the Rep was their very own company, their very own business. All this is managed by a great young man who you will meet right now.
My name is Daniel Benson. I've worked at Florida Repertory Theatre in many capacities since inception. I started off as a young actor on the stage in the early seasons. Currently, my job is to manage all of the people that you interact with when you come see a play here at Florida Repertory Theatre. These are wonderful, caring individuals that care a lot about the patrons and the theater itself. It makes my heart heavy to say that with the sudden events that happened in the world, we've had to lay them all off in the end of our current season. But on the bright side, if you give generously to Florida Rep Theatre tonight, I'm sure I can bring them back at the start of the next season. Along with Sally Jocelyn, our wonderful volunteer coordinator, we lead a team of 250 plus volunteers who share their time with Florida Repertory Theatre. These people are so critical to our mission, we simply could not operate without them. They work in many different capacities, at the parking gate, in the box office, and as an usher. Some of them are so dedicated that they'll work multiple times in the same week, if we're really in a pinch. Hopefully we will all come through this setback, and with your help, be able to provide quality theater in the heart of downtown Fort Myers for many generations to come.
Thanks for tuning in to the first ever Virtual Gala for Florida Rep. As you know, we've been shut down in order to help control the spread of the coronavirus, and the loss in ticket revenue adds up to the hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's why tonight's gala is more important than ever. We have to make up these losses, or we may see an end to the Broadway quality live professional theater that you've come to love, like $1 Million Quartet, Barefoot in the Park, or A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. Without serious intervention tonight, we may not be able to move forward planning the 2020-21 season that includes 9 amazing plays and musicals. Luckily, There are 3 ways for you to help tonight. You can text your name to and your pledge to the 727 number on your screen below. You can call the box office at the number below, or you can make a donation online at floridarep.org. No contribution is too small, and every dollar raised is matched up to $200,000 until 8:30 tonight. So don't delay in making that pledge. Thank you so much for your support tonight and always. We will see you at the theater.
Your donations, along with these matching funds, are vital for Florida Rep's existence when this is all over. My niece, who's about to begin her residency at Ohio State University, advised me that fear and anger deplete the immune system, but kindness and generosity nourish it. So please give us and your immune system a boost and support Florida Rep. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next season.
Hi everyone, this is Eric Shorey coming to you from New York City. You might remember me from 2018's A Christmas Carol, and I am so excited to be returning this fall for I Love a Piano. What better way to kick off the season than by celebrating some of the best music ever written? Enjoy! I love a piano, I love a piano, I love to hear somebody play upon a piano, a grand piano, it simply carries me away. I know a fine way to treat a Steinway. I love to my fingers or the keys, the ivories, and with the pedal, I love to meddle, not only music from Broadway. I'm so delighted if I'm invited to hear a long-haired genius play. So you can keep your fiddle and your bow, give me a P-I-A-N-O-O-O. I love to stop right beside an upright or a high tone baby grand.
I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to all the Florida Rep supporters. I know it's not an easy time for anyone right now, but I wanted to let you know that theater artists like me are so grateful for your continued support of theaters like Florida Rep. I was really impressed with all the wonderful programs and the great theater that they continue to bring to the community. So thank you for your continued support. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you on the other side. Cheers.
If you've ever donated to Florida Rep, you've met our development director, Renee Pesce. Renee's responsibilities seem to never be ending, just like her vibrant personality. One of her major tasks every year is to organize our gala. Now, I know she's already has some ideas for next year when hopefully we'll all be together live and in person again.
They say it's during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. It was only about 2 weeks ago that we started thinking about having to switch to an online gala and quickly reached out to everyone for their participation. I want to thank the entertainers and the staff for so generously donating their talent, tireless work, and support to make it all a reality. Our deep gratitude also goes out to our anonymous benefactor who so generously offered to match all donations during the event up to $200,000. It's hard to find words to express my gratitude to all those who have donated. I know these times are uncertain, but the level of support you've shown tonight is simply remarkable. There is hope, there is light, and the hope is you. With your help, Florida Rep will survive, and with all those who have been affected by this worldwide setback, the road to recovery will not be easy, but we will survive. When the current situation is under control, and I know it will be, we will come back once again to provide, as always, the best of the best for you. Simply put, if it wasn't for faithful supporters like you, we wouldn't exist. So thank you for supplying the funds we need to make a difference in our theater and education programs. Here at Florida Rep, our marquee remains lit to provide a beacon of hope for us all.
Well, my friends, the virtual Florida Rep Gala is about to come to a close. I hope you have enjoyed your time with us tonight. Our special thanks goes out to all the wonderful talent who at the very last minute and from so many remote locations provided great entertainment and their good wishes. Thanks to our staff for burning the midnight oil to help us put this 5,000-piece puzzle together. But foremost, thank you for watching, and especially for your unbelievable generosity. Believe me, your donations have helped the Rep and all its programs immensely. The money we've raised here, along with the over-the-top help from our matching donor, has provided light at the end of the tunnel. I think we can say, barring any other roadblocks, the Rep will be in survival mode, and that is all because of you. We hope and pray for a cure for this terrible virus and an end to all that has altered everyone's lives so dramatically. We wish you, all of your friends, and your loved ones well. Hopefully, next time we see you will be at an opening night at the Rep. For now, good night and thank you.